morning. It is a brand new month. It's December 3rd, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, WGTV Today. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Monday morning.
Oh, great Monday morning. Yes, indeedy. Oh, boy. I am so paraded out.
We did have a lot of parades this weekend.
I'm telling you, we had 3 on Saturday and 1 yesterday.
That's right. That's right. Our community was all abuzz.
And a buzz. Oh, yeah, they were buzzing all over. That's good. Yeah, they were a buzz. And the weather was perfect.
Oh, yeah. You just couldn't beat it. I mean, just a little tiny bit of chill in the air first thing in the morning, just a little chill in the afternoon.
Expected, yeah.
That's right. Perfect day.
Wow, it was really nice, really nice. Well, welcome to the program. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm glad anybody's here for that matter. But
and how do you like our festive area we're in here?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Notice the tree in the background.
That's
Isn't
right.
it pretty, all lit up and everything?
You know, we're sitting outside, as you see. It's all iced up behind us. It must have been a freeze this morning. Look at the tree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of chilly in here, isn't it?
It is kind of chilly.
Out here.
Hey, squirrel, put a coat on. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. Today we have a full program, right?
We certainly do.
What's
we have
up?
the highlights from the Senior Center Open House.
Man, that was great. That is
Such a nice place anyway.
It's beautiful, yeah.
We have the Pet of the Week, Animal Control, where you went out and talked with them, and you're going to show us some cute little pets.
I did.
For adoption?
I talked to the pets, and they talked back, and just
There you
wait.
go.
You're going to love these. You're going to love these. The cutest, most adorable puppy
Really?
you have ever seen.
Oh, what color? You remember?
Multi.
Multi?
Yeah, it was blacks and grays.
Uh-huh.
And very unusual coloration. Highly unusual. And you're going to see what I'm talking about here in just a few minutes. You're not going to believe it.
Stay
It's a
tuned. You may
beautiful
need
little
to
puppy.
adopt him.
And the nicest cat. I'm
The
allergic.
nicest cat.
Well, it was a cats are not nice really.
So
But
well, you can be.
I'm allergic to cats, but if I needed a cat, this would be one I'd take on.
Was it a kitten or was it a cat?
It was a full-grown, less than a year-old cat.
Okay.
But very nice. When I say nice, I mean it'd be great as a pet.
Yes.
Because very smart, playful, but not overly playful. You know,
He knows when to sit down and behave and relax.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a good cat.
It was a good cat. So you're going to enjoy the animals, the pets of the week from the Animal Adoption and Education Center out there.
And then we talked with BETSY ROSEMANN, and she gave us details on so many things that are happening throughout our community.
Her name was Yucca.
Her name was what?
Yucca.
I'm assuming you've gone back to the cat and not talking about Betsy?
Oh, yeah. Betsy's name is Betsy.
Betsy.
Yeah, right. So.
Yucca was the kitten or the cat he was talking about.
Right.
But a person could rename a cat if they
Sure you can.
chose to.
Yeah, like you could call it Hermione.
Whatever you so choose. But we do have a full schedule and full, I can't talk this morning,
But yeah,
and a full list of activities for you to hear about today.
but Yucca's a good name.
Why do you keep going back to Yucca?
I don't
Do you
know.
just like it?
I guess so. I guess so.
Well, Wayne, you know how we've talked about, or we ask people to send in family traditions that they've had.
Yeah.
Whether it's anything you do through the holidays with your family that is special to you. Well, we've had a few families send in their traditions, and I wanted to read you one of those,
Oh,
and we'll
good.
talk about them
Okay.
throughout the show.
That
And throughout
sounds
the
good.
month of December, we'll be sharing those with you. So if you have special traditions that you do with your family, email them to us at WGTV@waynegov.com, and we will share those with the community. One of the families that lives in Pikeville, it's the Reeves family. One of their holiday traditions was that they said they always get together as a family on Christmas Eve and they share a meal and open their gifts all at one time. As the children grew up, they kept the tradition, though sometimes they would eat a little earlier or a little later, depending on the schedules of the families. But we've been doing this for years, 30 years. They keep planning to get together on Christmas Eve. Everybody, they count to 3 and everybody opens their gifts all at one time. After they've had a big full meal. So they said the issue with that is you have no idea what everybody else got because everybody's opening the gifts all at the same time.
Yeah.
So you have to go back, and part of the fun is going back and checking with everybody to see what they got because you had no idea as everybody opens all at one time.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Isn't that a lot of fun?
Yeah.
I'm sure kids enjoy that too. So keep sending those traditions in. We'd love to share them with the community.
Yeah. If maybe you bake something special for Christmas for the holidays, or you go somewhere, or you
That's right.
play tricks on your cat Yucca or something like that. Anything.
Or you play games,
You
whatever.
play games, sure. Whatever's
That's right.
a tradition, send it to WGTV@waynegov.com. WGTV at waynegov.com. We'll talk about it on the air. Maybe you'll help someone else start a tradition.
That's right. You can always begin one. They all had to start somewhere, right?
That's right. They had to be the first time.
That's right.
All right.
So what kind of trivia do you have for us today, Wayne?
Oh, funny you should say that, because I don't know. I'm
don't
not really
know?
sure. Well, yeah, I know that today's December 3rd, and that's not very trivial. It's the beginning of a brand new month. Oh,
Yes,
boy.
it is.
You remember the movie Mommy Dearest?
Yes, I do.
Wasn't that a frightening
Watched
movie?
it many, many times.
I'm telling you, that was a frightening movie. Anyway, today is the day marking the date, 1978 it was, when the novel Mommy Dearest, about Joan Crawford,
Yes.
is what
Oh,
it was
yes.
about, written by her daughter, who was all upset and all mad and all angry and everything, obviously. Anyway, it came out this day, 1978, making the bestseller list. Also, today is Plop Plop Fizz Fizz Day.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Yes!
Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah. Alka-Seltzer marking introduction this day by the Miles Medical Company of Elkhart, Indiana, this day, 1931. A long time ago. That's about 80-some years.
1931.
Yeah, almost 80 years, or no, over 80 years. The origin traced to the newsroom of the Elkhart Truth, where reporters at that time mixed aspirin with bicarbonate of soda to ward off winter colds. So when you think about it, it's aspirin, it's salicylic acid, and bicarbonate of soda, or something like that, or seltzer water, for the fizz. Anyway, it works.
Oh, what a relief it is.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Yeah. Anyway.
Anything else interesting happened?
Well, let's see. On this day, Illinois admitted to being a state. Illinois was admitted to the Union as a state. Became the 21st state this day, 1818.
21st state.
Yeah, that's right. 21st state at that time. 1818 was the year. Of course, the whole country wasn't, but let's see, 18 and 24 is what, 42 years old at that time anyway. So Ford Motor Company raised the pay. Listen to this now.
Okay.
Ford Motor Company. Henry Ford, this day, 1929.
Okay.
Now, he was a smart man. You may not have agreed with his politics. You may have agreed with his politics. But regardless of all that, you have to admit he was a very smart guy. Ford Motor Company raised the pay of its employees 40%.
Oh, my goodness.
Can you imagine a 40% raise?
No, I can't.
40% despite the collapse of the U.S. stock market. 1929, October 29th, the stock market fell through the floor. All right, and here it is a couple of weeks later, and he raises everybody's pay 40%.
Now, why did he do such a thing?
Well, number one, do you think they go look for a job anywhere else?
Absolutely
not. No. Because the wages at Ford went from $5 a day to $7 a day. That was a tremendous increase, but he was very smart in doing so. Very smart.
Retained all his staff.
Retained his staff and turned out quality work. Quality work. And it was very smart on his part. $7 a day. Big money.
That was what year?
1929.
1929.
The stock market had just crashed 2 weeks earlier, or 3 or 4 weeks earlier. 4 weeks earlier. Anyway.
So he was really taking a chance.
He was taking a chance, yes, but he had
the foresight to know that.
Now he also made some mistakes in his lifetime.
Don't we all?
Well, he once took a mixture of soy from soybeans and made a suit out of it and wore it to a board meeting. And he said, "Gentlemen, this is the future." Well, it turns out it wasn't, but he thought it was at the time. He also, Fordlandia was something he tried to create in South America. He was going to create a new land called Fordlandia, where he built Ford automobiles and built a city and all this stuff, and that didn't work out either. But for the most part, I mean, when you don't know these things until you try. You have to go for it.
That's right. Being creative and being innovative.
That's right.
Yep.
You got to do it. Anyway.
How about that?
Anyway, enough about that right now. We're going to move on to other stuff here. What's coming up?
We are. Let's see. At the Paramount Theater, Friday, December 14th, and the whole weekend, the 14th, 15th, and 16th, they are putting on Child of the Promise. That benefits the Pregnancy Care Center.
Wow.
Yep. They've done this for quite a few years now, and it's, like I said, at the Paramount Theater. All the benefits go to the Pregnancy Care Center. And the shows, let's see, on the Saturday, they have a 2 o'clock and a 7 p.m. Same thing on Sunday. They have an afternoon matinee, then they have an evening show. So get out to see it, and like I said, all the proceeds will go to help a very good cause.
Great. All right. City has a council meeting tonight, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
what time
sir.
does it start?
5 o'clock in the evening is our work session, and 7 o'clock is the formal meeting over at City Hall in the historic City Hall chambers.
All right.
That's right.
Tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, Wayne County Commissioners will have their meeting. Their work session starts at 8 o'clock. The formal meeting itself begins at 9 o'clock, and that will include the swearing in of the county commissioners for this term.
That's right, 'cause it's in a different location this time.
It is, thank you. It's in a new location for this one time. The swearing in, the meeting itself will be held in courtroom number 1, which is on the 3rd floor of the county courthouse. And again, you need to get there early because it's going to be a good meeting, and it's going to be full.
That's right. Now both the city and the county, we record these meetings, and they are on both the city and the county's YouTube channels and Vimeo channels. They are also on, of course, here at Wayne Goldsboro TV. They will be aired here as well.
There you go.
So lots of opportunities to see what happened with our council and our county commissioners.
Exactly, indeed. Well, there, lady.
Yep, let's see what else. Oh, don't forget, you're going to be the MC coming up soon on Saturday, December the 22nd at 8 p.m. We have a very jazzy Christmas with Mr. Nicholas Cole. I've got his poster right here. See if you can see it. Oh, that look good?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's at the Paramount Theater, 8 p.m., Saturday, December 22nd. Let's see. Tickets are $25 for adults. For children ages 7 to 16, it's $12.50 for a ticket. And then if you're under 6 or 6 and under the 8, the ticket price is free. So that's Saturday, December 22nd.
Ages 7 to 16 would be
$12.50.
$12.50. And
that's right.
Of course, now don't tell your 16-year-old that, because once they go beyond 16, they say, well, I have to pay $25. They'll say, boy, that's so cool. I'm an adult.
Not so cool for mom and dad and grandma,
No,
the ones that are paying the bill.
Not. But you know what? That is going to be a great program.
It is going to be. He is a fantastic pianist, and he is going to be entertaining you all at the Paramount Theater. And this one over here is going to be entertaining you as MC. So join. He's a local young man.
Yeah.
And we have some fabulous talent right here in our community. So let's all rally and support Nicholas at the Paramount Theater if you're in town and want to hear some fantastic jazz music.
Yeah, it's great. He's so talented. And I would venture to say that most people are just not aware of all the talent we have.
Oh, goodness,
here.
no. And we do have a tremendous amount in our community.
I'm constantly surprised at when somebody, unassuming person, steps up to a mic at the theater or at a function here and just belts out a song.
That's
and just
right. You just had no idea.
I know. It's great. I mean, when you take Samantha Casey and you take Sarah and all these other great young talents.
That's right.
They are just fantastic. And Nicholas Cole is amazing.
He absolutely is.
He already has.
And he plays by ear. He plays the piano totally by ear.
I wonder how he gets his head down that low.
I don't know, Wayne. You said the same thing last time. I had to say it. That must just trigger it in your brain.
It does. You know, if I only had a brain. Yep, okay. So, let's see now. I did say that, didn't I?
You sure did.
Excuse me.
That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Okay, lady, what's up? Who's up today?
Let's see. We have...
on the program.
First on the program, we're going to see some highlights from the open house of the senior citizens.
Oh, yeah.
So I did it again.
Yeah, I thought you did.
The senior citizens. That's what I said. At the senior center.
Senior center, where the citizens senior.
Yes, they are. Now, that day, you may not have just seen seniors at the senior center.
That's true.
We were all able to go.
That's right, where even non-senior citizens, senior citizens were there.
That's right. So let's go see what happened.
Good afternoon, everybody. You know, this is such a grand occasion till I don't really know what to say. It's just something that we've been looking forward to for a number of years. I remember when I first got on the board of council on aging, the main point was the parking downtown. And they used to have me to fight trying to get some parking space. When I drove out here a few minutes ago, I said, boy, parking is not an issue anymore. So listen, I just want to welcome all of you here to this meeting. And I don't have to fight for parking no more, and I'm glad. But I want to welcome all of you here to this grand occasion. And it's been a long time coming, as I said. And I thank the seniors or we seniors deserve every bit of it.
At last. I want to say it's an honor to be here today to present this senior center to Wayne County citizens. Daniels & Daniels is proud to have been selected as the design builder for this project. Completion of this project required the skills and the talents of many individuals, many team members, and I'd like to recognize a few of those today. First, I'd like to thank Lee Smith, our county manager, and his staff, Pam Holt, Noel Woods, Aaron McGowan, Wilfred Smith, and Chris Cowan. Without their efforts and their support in making timely decisions, we would never have been able to complete this project on time. And I'd like to say it only took us 6 months to do this, so we were hard at it through the process, but everything clicked, everybody worked together to achieve the final goal. I'd also like to thank Lillian Bridgers for donating her time and talents and working with Pam Holt and selecting all of these nice finishes that you see here today. I think they did a great job. They saved the county a lot of money in a lot of areas, I think. I also want to thank the design team of Richard King, who's here today, Jim Del Papa, and David Whitney for their creativity in designing both a functional as well as aesthetically pleasing facility. I think they did an outstanding job with that. I think you probably agree in looking around. I also want to thank Jimmy Amos, our superintendent, for his hard work and efforts. He's in the back here. He very instrumental in our accomplishment here. I want to also thank all the subcontractors and the workers that took pride in their workmanship in producing what we see. And we could not have achieved any of this without the support of our county commissioners. I think they were behind it from the very start. They made it happen. They saw the vision that others saw, and they were a big part of this. And I think we owe them a big hand for their leadership in this accomplishment. Last, I would like to thank Peggy SEEGARS for her efforts and her contributions through the years in making this a project that we could see reality with. And thank you, Peggy, for your efforts. You know, a thank you seems to be sometimes not adequate for some of the efforts that have been given to achieve something like this. But I hope everybody that had a part in it realizes that they were very instrumental in creating something that our senior citizens can enjoy for many years to come. And again, it gives me great pleasure to present this building to Wayne County.
Now I believe the commissioners are going to accept the building. Lee Smith. And would all the commissioners come forward, please?
I guess we say on behalf of the Wayne County Board of Commissioners, we accept this building with gladness. Thank you.
I'd now like to invite Peggy M. SEEGARS herself for some remarks.
22,000 senior citizens of Wayne County, age 60 years and older, want to thank our county manager, Lee Smith, and our county commissioners for our new senior center. We would also like to thank those who gave over $100,000 in memorials to promote our programs and our services. We want to recognize Erin, our director, for her dedication. And to our volunteers for their many, many hours of service. I want to thank Pam Holt and Lillian Bridges for their tastefully decorating of our new center. Martha Bryan, my associate in the senior legislature, and I would also like to say thanks. The good we do today might be quickly forgotten. However, the impact of this facility will last for many generations. Thank you.
I think this means a lot for our citizens here in Wayne County. This is a place for our elderly to come, to share in fellowship, and to be active. And to enjoy their time along with their fellow citizens. I want to thank the county commissioners, Lee Smith. They do a wonderful job. When I came in here, my eyes lit up. So I think this is fantastic, and I'm very happy. This will be one of the major milestones for Wayne County.
Thank you so much. We're so glad to see you here today.
Happy to be here.
Here we are at the Peggy M. Seegars Senior Center. I'm with Martha Bryan. Hi, Martha.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great.
Exciting day to be here.
It is. This is the open house, the presentation of the Senior Center.
It is.
So how do you feel?
Wonderful, and it was our sporting goods store for 11 years. So to come in here and see this transformation is unbelievable. But they've done a great job, and the seniors are so excited about it. And already parking problems. We're already filling up the parking lot.
That's what I heard Erin say earlier that in 1 year's time, just I guess the knowledge and excitement of knowing this was happening, the registration has just almost doubled.
That's right. And
that is amazing.
And they're being able to open at night, staying open at night and on Saturdays, and the people are just really enjoying it and taking advantage of it.
Well, tell me some of the things that they'll be able to do here.
It's exercise classes, all different kinds of classes. The duplicate bridge starts playing here on Monday, once a week. They've been playing at St. Stephen's. There's an exercise room that you can come out and use, and they will teach you how to use the machinery if you don't know how. Meals are served every day at lunch through Meals on Wheels. And there's art classes, there's craft classes, just all kinds of stuff go on all the time.
That is wonderful. Such a great addition to our community.
It is.
Now, I did hear them say something about you partner with Peggy somehow.
Right, I'm her senior target legislative alternate.
So tell us what that means.
Well, we just meet, we meet in Raleigh and with a group from all over North Carolina. Each county has 2 representatives, and we're in the Eastern Carolina division. But we meet and come up with items that we want to present to the legislature, and to try on behalf of the seniors. And like right now, we're trying to get anyone who works with nursing homes to be drug tested, and before they can work with anybody in a nursing home. So it's a good program.
That we have people right here in our community.
And Peggy's been involved with it since it started in the early 80s. She's been their representative, so she's very involved.
You sent her here to represent her and all of her work.
It is.
And her being a part of our community.
It is. It's great.
Well, thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Wayne and I are still here at the Peggy M. Seegars Senior Center, and we have with us now Miss Peggy's grandson. This is Ben Seegars. Welcome, Ben.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
It is fantastic. I'm blown away with how nice it turned out, and such an honor to have it named after my grandmother.
I'm sure. And what a great job you all did in taking a building that was here and empty and renovating it and using a lot of the structure that was here and a lot of the things that were inside of the building and being able to reuse what you've done?
Sure, it's, I tell you, the vision of the design team and Daniels is incredible. And to have a county commissioners and a county manager that get behind it and make something like this turn into reality is amazing.
Well, what do you see as the goal of this building? What do you want it? What do you think your family wants this building to represent? And what do you want to see it do for the citizens of Goldsboro?
Well, we want to see it used and give seniors a place to go and get together and feel safe and have meaningful interaction and do good things and stay healthy and stay engaged in the community and what's going on.
Well, it sounds like your grandmother's extremely engaged.
Yes.
That she has been doing things and representing our community for years now, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She was telling us, Wayne. So, you know, the things that this building can provide for seniors and people over 60 years old in our community is going to be fabulous.
It is. It already is, as a matter of fact. But Ben, I wanted to ask you, it's, of course, named for your grandmother, the Peggy M. Seegars Senior Center, but it wasn't her idea, the name was. It was somebody else. When did she find out that it was going to be named for her? Because she has worked tirelessly and for so long and for so many years to achieve this. When did she find out?
You know, Wayne, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't know if I know that exact date, but
I'm disappointed.
She is definitely modest and does not do anything for any recognition.
Well, I know.
And she feels very honored and is very excited to have such a great place named after her. I think it says a lot.
It's very appropriate because she has worked so hard to make this happen.
Sure.
And it's as I mentioned earlier, it's one of the most beautiful buildings in Wayne County.
It is. It is phenomenal. And look at the curb appeal is one thing, and then when you walk in here, it's multiplied times 2 or 3.
Exactly. It's beautiful. The fireplace with all the things to do, the exercise room, the computer room, the reading room.
Well, you know, Wayne, it's like a second home.
It is.
For a lot of the seniors. This isn't, like you said, Ben, it's a safe environment. It's a very inviting environment.
Right.
They get a healthy, balanced meal every day, free of charge, through Meals on Wheels. I mean, this organization has partnered with so many other agencies here in the community to make this a perfect place for our seniors. So I know you and your family and your grandmother are very proud.
We are. Thank you for having me on today.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing.
All right.
Thank you, Ben. Here at the Senior Center with Tanya Cedars. And Tanya, what is your title?
I am the director for the Eastern Carolina Council's Area Agency on Aging.
Wow.
That's a mouthful. It is a mouthful.
What does that mean?
We are a 9-county regional organization, and Wayne County certainly is one of our counties. And the Area Agency on Aging works with all of the counties to be sure that plans are in place for older adults. We work with seniors and families in nursing homes, adult care homes. We work with family caregivers. We certainly support this beautiful senior center.
Oh, yeah.
And we've been kept abreast of what's been going on, and it's just an amazing day.
It is that.
What can places like this do for the seniors in the community? How can it change the makeup?
It can absolutely impact their quality of life. They've got a place that they can be proud to come to and ask for help. It's a beautiful place to come and have socialization, to meet friends, to exercise, to make sure that they're stimulated with the computers, with all kinds of educational programs. They can get help for in-home aid help if they need it. They can get help with medication management, with information on Medicare. This is a one-stop shop for the seniors of Wayne County, and it's phenomenal.
So it can dramatically change their lives.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they have an incredible staff to do just that.
Wow. Well, thank you for joining us and sharing this information with us. We appreciate it, and I think our community will be as well.
They should be very, very proud. Everybody should be very, very proud. Thank you.
Tanya Cedars, one more time, your title is?
I am the director for the Eastern Carolina Council Area Agency on Aging.
And where are you based?
We're based in New Bern.
New Bern, I knew that.
Yes,
All right.
That's
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Today we're at the Senior Center and we're talking with a lot of people, including Ms. Fennell here. Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for talking with us. Now, you've been coming to the Senior Center.
Occasionally. I went a few times when you were downtown, Goldsboro, but I'm a Y member and I hang out at the Y every morning.
Good for you.
I do come here sometimes in the afternoon, and I do have my pass.
Well, good for you.
I can scan that computer.
There you go.
How are you?
Now, What is your? Have you been? You've been around here long enough to know what do you like most about this facility? Is there anything you can just put your finger on that you like?
I like people. And where people are, that's where I want to be.
I like that. That's a good answer.
Yes.
So, are you going to be coming back and taking advantage of some of the features offered here?
To be 85, I'm going to take computers for the first time.
Get out of here.
Oh, yes.
Go on now.
Yes, I'm going to take computers.
85?
Classes. Yes.
Are you really? No, are you really 85?
Well, you do the math.
Okay.
1927.
That's 85. Wow.
Fast.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just taking your word for it. That is wonderful.
Well, thank you.
And you're gonna take computer classes?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yes, yes.
So that way you'll be able to get on the internet. You'll be able to talk to family and friends anywhere in the world.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. No, you will. You will.
Oh, well, I'll take your word for it.
You will, I promise. Okay.
I needed that reinforcement.
Oh, yes. I'm here to help. Talking with Ms. Fennell here at the Senior Center, and we thank you very much for talking with us.
Well, thank you.
Tell us how you feel about the Senior Center and how you think our older citizens here in Goldsboro are going to feel about it, the whole county.
You go, John.
Okay, I think it's great. You know, as I used to tell the seniors when we go to the Board of Directors meeting, we are number 15th in the world is the way we treat our seniors. And what we had them in downtown was really a disgrace, to tell you the truth. And so I think they're going to enjoy this, and I know I am. And I don't think there's anything that we did as far as putting this together that I would be ashamed to admit. All the commissioners, when we voted to put this together, every one of them voted for it. Nobody hesitated.
That says a lot.
Says a lot.
You know, and what you all can offer here in this building, in this facility, can dramatically change the lives of a lot of senior citizens in this community.
Absolutely.
With the meals that are provided every day, and the exercise, and the therapy that is offered here, I mean, you've done a fantastic thing.
We think so. We're proud of it. I was telling Steve a few minutes ago that out of all the things that I've done since I've been on the Board of Commissioners, this is the number one. Number one. Right.
Well, it says a lot that you all voted unanimously in support of this. It really does. And I think the citizens here in Goldsboro and Wayne County would be mighty proud.
Well, Erin is certainly a jewel. Her and her staff is second to none. They are so focused. They've never been fragmented. Even when they were down there, they were so focused on doing the right thing for the right reason with the people and the parking. It all started because we didn't have enough parking.
We'll look at your parking lot today.
And then we went to the restrooms that they sort of had the unisex.
They didn't like them restrooms.
They didn't like that. So, but here today with Erin and her staff, they've got a lot of programs. She has. They all do. They've got great plans to do a lot more now that they've got the room. We're excited.
The socialization that it can provide, instead of a person sitting at home and being lonely, feeling sad and depressed, they can get out and come here and meet and mingle with other seniors and make friends and feel the joy of being alive.
My wife even says she's going to start coming. So that says a lot. If she's going to start coming down to the seniors.
You know, I think there's going to bring a lot of people out of the woodwork. I think the numbers will continue. We heard Erin say today.
Well, we have an opportunity to make this the destination. I walked in and the pool shark, Ed, he said we're going to have next year maybe have an annual billiard contest and bring people up from the region and have a billiard shooting pool.
That's right.
He wants to shoot some 6 ball.
We don't mind future seniors to come down and participate either.
There you go.
We are excited.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone's done a great job. We're just thank y'all for
We're enjoying it. We're hoping that's the job that we're out to do, is to engage the community and make sure they're aware of all the things that are happening locally.
Right.
So thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you for coming over.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Lee Smith, Wayne County Manager, and we're at the new Peggy SEEGARS Senior Center and for our new opening. And today, one of our entertainers, we had some great entertainment, but I'm a little biased. The best entertainment today is Miss Sunny Smith, my daughter, from C.V. Aycock, and recently nominated for Governor's School of North Carolina. And we're really proud. So she's doing a little piano playing for us and been taking for what, 8-9 years with Beth Sawyer at St. Luke. So we're proud to have her today, and proud to, this is a wonderful day to be able to present the Senior Center to our citizens, and glad to have Sunny today.
I'm glad to be here.
Great, thanks.
I hear you're going to be at the Paramount soon. A very jazzy Christmas. Well, we've been promoting it on the show, telling everybody about it. I was so impressed when you played at the Arts Council.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a great day. Well, why don't you play us a little tune? Are you hooked up? You gonna sing?
No, I'll roll it.
Jack falls slipping at your nose. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna smile to see those reindeers really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
Back on WGTV today, that's Wayne Goldsboro Television. And I failed to mention, as you nicely described what was going on out at the Senior Center, where even the non-senior seniors were there.
Yes.
Nicholas Cole was the pianist there.
Yes, he
And
was.
Wow, man, that was fun.
So that was just a little taste.
Yeah.
Just a little taste of what you're going to hear at the Paramount.
I'll tell you, he does have a lot of talent. I'm looking forward to, I'll be hosting that evening at the Paramount Theater, introducing Nicholas. Looking forward to it.
And he's got some friends, I think, that are going to come on stage with him.
It's not only Nicholas. There's going to be
right.
several people involved there. Lots of talent.
That is right.
Speaking of talent, you know who Pink Floyd is, right?
I believe I do.
In 1976, which was a while back, 25 plus years ago, they were photographing an album cover in London.
Yes.
And inflatable animals were being photographed. Well, one of them got away. And all day long, people would look up from the streets of London and see an enormous pink pig floating over the city of London. It was there all day. So, the next time you see an enormous pink pig floating over your house, you'll know Pink Floyd is somewhere in the
They're in
neighborhood.
town.
That's right. That's right.
Interesting.
That's right. 1950, Paul Harvey made his first national broadcast.
Is that when he started, 1950?
He made his first national broadcast.
So good at what he did.
Oh, he was amazing.
He really.
You know, he visited Goldsboro several years ago.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you get to chat with him?
No, I was too old to attend at that time, but a friend of mine did. A friend of mine, in fact, when he landed his plane out at the airport, a friend of mine was out there and greeted him.
Nice.
Very tall guy. In fact, he was a very tall man. He was. Paul Harvey was.
Was he really? Well, you know,
no, he was.
We just hear him, so we
tall,
don't see him as
red-headed
much.
guy. No, you don't see him.
Yeah.
But he was very tall, red-headed, and very smart.
I'm sure.
Lots of talent.
Well, he's got a great voice.
He could sure tell a story.
He certainly can.
And his son is continuing that tradition too, not in the radio broadcast, but in writings and such.
Interesting.
Yeah. Camelot opened this day, 1960. In Camelot.
Very good play.
That's all I know.
That's all he knows.
It's a big, long song there, and I know one word. Camelot.
There you go. Well, that says the tale.
A Camelot is somewhere I thought they used to park their camels, you know. Well, think about it. It makes sense.
It depends on where you put the accent, but yes.
Yeah, you know, park your dromedary over there in the camel lot.
A lot. Interesting. Wayne, you're a mess.
I know. Okay.
What else do you have before I do my next family tradition?
1995, 2 parking meter clerks were sentenced to 2.5 years in prison for stealing the equivalent of $540,000 from parking meters in Wellington, New Zealand. New Zealand, where it cost you $804 to park for 5 minutes. I don't know.
That's not where they parked their camel, though, right?
No, they didn't park their camel. Anyway, they got away with a lot of money there, but they got caught. They always get caught. You remember the movie, Paul Newman movie, I think it was HUD. He was busted and sent to prison for cutting the tops off of parking meters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they arrested him and, well, anyway, enough of that. Where do you park your dromedaries?
Well, let me tell you what the Woods family does.
Oh.
You know how we've talked many times about traditions, and we're continuing to get them in, and we want to tell you some of these stories. Well, the Woods family has a pretty neat little tradition.
Oh.
They always get together, the entire family. And when they say entire family, you know, we're talking about grandmas and grandmas and grandfathers and aunts and uncles and cousins. They all get together. And when the mom was a child, they used to gather at her grandmom's house. They would have breakfast together. They would read the Christmas story out aloud. The grandmother would read it aloud to everybody, and then they would open their gifts. Do you know, so many people do that. They'll get together and read the Christmas story as a family before they begin their evening. I've heard so many people, now that we've started asking people to send in their traditions, I've had quite a few tell me that in person.
Really?
That they do that as a family. They'll just sit there and read the story, and then they'll sort of talk about it and think back over times and how things have changed through the years, and then they you know, go on with their evening. But that was the Woods family, and I don't know where they're from. But as time has changed and his grandmother doesn't read the story anymore now, the mom reads the story.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Thank you very much, Woods family.
That's good.
That's sweet.
Good stuff.
That is.
Okay.
Well, I know now you're going to go show us the cat. The pet cat that can be adopted.
Yucca
can be and the cute little puppy.
Cute little puppy that will just melt your heart. We're at the Animal Adoption and Education Center on Clingman Street in Goldsboro with our Pets of the Week. Let's meet Jasper. Jasper is an 8-week-old Catahoula Labrador mix. Jasper is one of 5 that are available for adoption today. Jasper needs a forever home. Also, his brothers and sisters need forever homes as well. Just look at the colors on this beautiful little puppy. 8 weeks of age, loves to play, would make a great addition to your family. Loves children, would make a great addition to your family. only $50, and $10 for a rabies shot will put Jasper in your home today. Now let's meet Yucca. Our cat of the week is Yucca. Yucca is a domestic short hair, less than a year old. Again, very playful. Look at the colors on this beautiful cat. Playful, smart, and loves attention. Would make a great addition to your home. Cat lovers, call today. Call the Wayne Animal Adoption and Education Center. For $50, Yucca can be a part of your family, and so can Jasper. The Animal Adoption and Education Center, Clingman Street, Goldsboro. We're back on WGTV today, Wayne Goldsboro Television, and what a great time of year.
It is. It's so fun and festive, and
It
you know,
is.
people have their fun little traditions they do, but you know, some people just like to relax and sit back with a cup of hot cocoa and watch a good old Christmas movie.
You know, a lot
That's
of people do
always
that. Yeah, it kind of gets everybody in the spirit. If you're not in the spirit, that helps get people in the spirit.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. What were some of your favorites?
Oh, gee, there's so many. I love, well, this is really corny, and I hate to say this, but the Jimmy Stewart movie, Jimmy Stewart, Donna Reed.
It's a Wonderful Life?
Yes.
It's a
That
Wonderful
one.
Life. Well, you can go see that one soon at the Paramount Theater.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Really?
they're going to be showing the movie at the Paramount Theater, and I think they're going to have some chips and drinks and various things at the Paramount, also in special little cups that you can take into the theater.
Really?
Which is a first. We haven't been doing
Oh,
that long.
really?
But yeah, they're showing it up on the big screen at
Wow.
the Paramount Theater, which would be nice.
That's great. I don't know if anyone, most people have seen that. There may be someone who has not
Yeah.
seen that, but it's a great story. I mean, it's not just some corny Christmas
Right,
story, as many
right.
of them are. This is really, it has meaning.
It does.
I believe Frank Capra directed that movie, and believe it or not, there's a Bert and Ernie in there.
Really?
Yep, one of the characters is Bert, and there's another character who's Ernie, and the fellow that created the Muppets said it was only a coincidence.
Ah.
But there's truly a Bert and Ernie, and it's an all-star cast. It's just a fantastic movie. It's a great storyline. If you don't know the story, it's a
Yep.
great storyline, and I'm not going to tell anything about it, but
Go see it at the Paramount.
and find out if Clarence gets his wings or not.
How about that?
Yeah.
What's another one of your favorites?
I like the older, any older movie, anything from the 40s. Miracle on 34th Street's always good
that's
with
fantastic.
Natalie Wood.
And you know, there's been so many different redoings of that movie.
Yes.
That it's all the way up to date. Somebody did it, I think, like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yes, they did. And you know,
It's a great storyline.
Edmund O'Brien in in one of the original Miracle movies is just so great as Santa Claus. Just such a what a wonderful actor he was. But Natalie Wood, the little girl, also did a wonderful job in that as well.
She did.
Yeah.
To be as young as she was, especially.
Indeed, indeed. But I also like I love Bing Crosby as a singer. And the movies he did in the early 40s, Holiday Inn and White Christmas. I think Holiday Inn was the first one.
Uh-huh.
And that's where he actually sang White Christmas the first time. And then that was so popular, they made another movie, a sequel, if you will, White Christmas. And Johnny Grant from Goldsboro was in one of those movies.
Oh, yeah.
He was in one of those, and I can see it like it was yesterday. He's sitting at a desk at the back door of a movie theater. He's one of the movie executives there, or guy. Well, not an executive, but anyway, he had a part in that movie. And
Johnny Grant from Goldsboro.
yes, indeed, we're very proud of Johnny Grant. He was a wonderful human being, wonderful man. But that's the kind of movies I like. The older, I guess, corny movies.
They're not just corny. They're just older classics. Let's call them classics.
Classics. That's what they are.
That's the best word.
I like your classic movie, dear.
Not old and corny.
Not old. No, I'm old and corny. I like the classic movies.
Well, I do love Miracle on 34th Street. I love Christmas Vacation. It's a Wonderful Life. I think it's going to be on at the Paramount. I'm trying to remember. I think it's like December 18th. at the Paramount Theater on the big screen. So if you haven't seen it or if you'd like to see it again, grab a special family member and go check it out at the Paramount Theater.
There you go. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
It is. Well, Wayne, I talked to Betsy recently. Recently, whatever it was.
Okay. Betsy Rosemann.
Betsy Rosemann, she
Yes.
is the Executive Director of Travel and Tourism and does such a great job.
Yes, she does.
And she was here and she was talking to us about over at the Governor,
Charles B.
golly, can you finish my sentences? What's his name?
Governor Charles B. Aycock.
There you go.
There you
They're
go.
having a candlelight tour.
you
She's
go.
going to tell you details about that.
Oh, great.
She's going to talk about 2 or 3 other things that are happening in our community and give you some details. All I can do is begin a sentence, he ends them. That's teamwork. That's right. And she's going to tell us a lot more about the flotilla out at the Cliffs of the Noose, too.
Oh, great. Okay.
So hold on tight. Let's see what Betsy's got to say. Good morning and welcome to Wayne Goldsboro TV. I'm Kim Best, your host, and this morning I have with me Miss Betsy Rosemann, who is from Travel and Tourism. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great, Betsy. You all have so much going on through the holidays. Give us some information on all these details of events that are happening locally.
Well, we have a lot of exciting things
You do.
coming, and I can't even believe it's December already.
I know.
But the first week of December, we have the candlelight tours at Charles B. Aycock, and they will be on Tuesday, the 4th of December, and on Thursday, the 6th.
Now tell me exactly what the candlelight tour is.
Well, it's a 19th century experience of Christmas, how they would have celebrated the holidays in the 19th century. There are carolers in costume. They are they're cooking on open hearth, hot cider. They'll have some gospel, I think a Southern gospel group in one night, and all types of demonstrations for candle making, shadow plays, and just a lot of exciting things.
And what are you touring? The Aycock birthplace?
Charles B. Aycock birthplace.
The birthplace. All right. And tell us those dates one more time.
December 4th and December 6th
And
from
what
6:30 to 9:30.
6:30 to 9:30.
Free admission, open to the public, and like I said, they'll have hot cider and goodies.
Oh,
And
so it is free. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so we have 2 different dates. Charles B. Aycock birthplace, candlelight tour. So interesting experience. It's a throwback in a historic time. That's wonderful. What else do we have going on?
Then we have the Battle of Goldsboro Bridge. It will be the 150th
Yeah, we've been talking about
reenactment, and this is very large. We are anticipating about 300 reenactors.
Are they from locally Wayne County or are they from all over the state?
They're all over the country.
All over the country.
We'll have reenactors from Florida, from Tennessee, Virginia, as well within the state.
So what all will be going on that day other than the reenactment?
Well, it'll be a weekend event. It starts December 14th and runs through the 16th. And there'll be reenactment of the actual battle. There will be sutlers, which those are vendors with foods and types of dishes and wares of the day.
That's a nice addition.
They'll be selling products, and usually they have types of demonstration, like a surgeon, how a surgeon would have dealt with the wounded during the Civil War. So it's kind of graphic. But the battlefield will open to the public on Saturday, the December 15th. And the battles will be at 2 p.m. on Saturday, and then again 1 o'clock on Sunday. So it'll be December 15th and 16th.
So Saturday and Sunday. Perfect. Do they have a website?
Yes, it's goldsborobridge.com, I believe.
Okay. All right, perfect. Is there a cost for these tickets?
No.
That is free of charge as well? Well, you can't beat that. We have 2 events so far that won't cost us a thing. And they're very, very different, but they're both historic. So that's nice. Our county is so completely full of heritage of history.
And if anyone's not aware where the Goldsboro Bridge battlefield is, it's right off of 117 South in the Marmac area. You would turn left on Old Mount Olive Highway, and it's right there on the left.
Perfect. All right. What else is going on in our community?
Well, we have the 5th annual Christmas tree lighting and flotilla at Cliffs of the Noose State Park on the 7th.
And you know, that is going to be such a nice event for our community. And if you haven't been in the past, this might be the time to check it out. They're having all kinds of additions this year. So they've been doing this quite a while.
This is their 5th year, and admission is free. They will have pizza and refreshments available for sale. And it's a very unique holiday. They also are asking you to bring canned goods or unwrapped toys for underprivileged. And they're also going to have movies and
That's
music
what I was going to ask you.
from 6 to 7:30, and then a tree will be lit at 7:30 p.m.
On the water?
On the water.
That'll be nice. Now, you can use canoes and kayaks from the Cliffs of the Noose, is that correct? And decorate them.
They'll be available, and also all the decorations and lights will be provided. And there are going to be canoes and paddle boats available. It is first come, first served basis.
Right, so you may want to give them a call and we'll try to give you that number.
And you can call the park office to get more information at 919-778-6234.
So now, Betsy, if you have a boat of your own that is either a trolling motor or just a paddle boat, you can bring your own boat as well and enter it into the flotilla, right?
Bring your boat, decorate it.
Okay, and there's a certain time, I believe, that they'll allow you to come and decorate your boats there on the premises before the event starts.
That should be on their website, or you can email at Candace at, have to get my glasses out, candace.rose@ncparks.gov.
And do you have a telephone number and a website for us?
The phone number is 919-778-6234.
Perfect. All right, very
and
good.
And the event starts at 6 p.m. and everyone's meeting down at the lake.
And that's Cliffs of the Noose. And you tell us that date one more time.
That will be December 7th.
December the 7th, Cliffs of the Noose Flotilla. You know, we're lucky to have so many unusual events right here in our community. Take advantage of these. Go to Travel and Tourism's website. You have all of them listed there and the details. Would you give them that website one more time?
That is visit goldsboronc.com.
Visit goldsboronc.com. If you don't get it all right now, if you don't remember everything, go to that website for Travel and Tourism and you can check out all the details and figure out which one of these great events, if not all of them, you'd like to attend through the holidays.
And don't forget the Pickle Drop, which will be on December 31st. That's probably the most unique event we have in the county, and that will be Pickle Drop. Gates open at 6 p.m., but the pickle drops at 7 p.m., so don't be late.
Of course, that's in Mount Olive, at Mount Olive Pickle Plant.
Corner of Cucumber and Vine.
Exactly. I've been myself one time when they first started doing that, and it is precious. It is just such a neat event. I think they serve, like you said, cookies and some hot tea or something like that.
And they might have a
music
pickle or
playing.
two. Yeah.
I'm sure they'll have a few pickles around there to give out. But such a neat event. And I think they've been focused and featured in our state magazine because of this.
They've been on
and many magazines.
Several Food Network TV shows, as well as Our State, and they also are asking for canned goods donations.
Wonderful. Tell us when that is one more time.
That will be December 31st. It is free and open to the public. Gates open at 6. Be there by 7.
Because I heard it happens really quickly.
Yes,
so.
it's over at 7:05.
That's right, from 6 to 7. It is a very short little event, but what a neat experience to have. They light up that pickle and have it drop down the pole, and that is quite interesting.
And
it's there for the
gift
holiday.
shop will be open after
will
7.
It? Right, and of course they have pickle tree ornaments. That's one of those neat little gift shops. They have all kinds of things in there, so check it out if you go to the Mount Olive Pickle Drop. All right, Betsy, does that wrap it up?
I think so. I think that's going to be
Well,
enough to keep us busy.
You have given us a lot of options here for the holidays.
Something for every weekend.
You're exactly right. Well, thank you for what you do. You do a good job keeping us all informed on what's happening locally. We appreciate that. And we'll see you again in a couple weeks.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you. And that's what's happening in your community.
All right, and that's it for today. So join us again tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock here on WGTV today. And until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. That's what's happening in your community.